All right. So what am I talking about? This morning, I said that the U.S. Embassy in Barbados had issued a warning for Caribbean nationals who are visa holders. And they're basically saying that the screening process continues even after you have your visa, which means that they continue to monitor your movements, they continue to monitor your behavior even after you have received your visa. That was the this morning that I did a video on that, and I issued that information to you. Soon after that, about an hour after, the embassy in Barbados sent out a release to me, and there's some information in it in which I think that is necessary for you to know. And they're saying that the U.S. visa fraud has serious consequences, or serious crime with serious consequences. So I am going to give you that information right now. Okay. First of all, the person who issued this information is Karine Sullivan, who of course is the charge of affairs of the U.S. Embassy in Barbados. So here's what she said at the beginning of this thing. She says, "Do not risk your future. The United States is cracking down on illegal immigration." That's the first thing she detailed in the press release to me. Do not risk your future. She said, to make America safe, strong, and prosperous, President Trump is issuing that the U.S. immigration laws are followed. If you try to enter the United States illegally, lie, or withhold information to get a visa, work without legal permission, or stay in the United States after your visa or visa waiver period expires, you will face consequences, serious penalties, and these include jail time, deportation, and a permanent ban on obtaining a U.S. visa in the future. If you have family or friends who are in the United States illegally, now is the time to tell them come home. So here is what the U.S. Embassy is sending to me to let you know. This is a fresh new update. Here's what they're saying. Basically, Trump is clean house. He's following the rules to a T. That's what he says. And here's what he's saying. If you enter United States illegally, lie or withhold information to get a visa. Last week, I had a friend who went to Barbados, basically told a lie. I said to him, listen, guy, if you put that on your visa, they're going to find out sooner or later. Don't put that on your form. Please don't do it. Take your chances with whatever you have and see if you can get a 5 years. He went ahead, he placed the information there, he was turned down, sent back immediately. He asked for explanation. You know they don't give explanation, but I knew why. The individual he was going to stay with in the United States of America has a felon to his name. I said, don't use that person's name. So here's what they're saying. If you lie on your visa application, if you withhold information to get a visa, if you work without legal permission in the US, many of our people go to the US, even on a visa, legal visa. They may get a 2 week job, a 3 week job, a month. If they say you can stay 6 months, some of our people work for 5 months off the books. That is working illegally. So they're working without legal permission. They don't have a work permit. They're saying, and if you overstay, which is a regular one, which we've known for a very long time, if you overstay your visa, they're saying, look, you will face serial penalties. Long ago, they used to just give you a ban on your visa, tell you can't come back into the country, but here's what they're including now. They're including jail time. That's right. So you're from Barbados, you're from St. Vincent, you're from Grenada, you do that, you can go to jail in the US. Jail time or deportation. And not also jail time or deportation, you can end up with a permanent ban on obtaining a US visa in the future, because some people do overstay. They get kicked out. They said, look, they go back and they try and they get through. Not now. You can actually get a permanent ban on obtaining a US visa in the future. This is the information the embassy in Barbados is sending to me. I could divulge it to you. They're saying if you have family or friends who are in the United States illegally, now is the time to tell them to come home. All right? So this is part of what is going on. Let me get to the rest. Trying to enter or remain illegally will get you caught. And so they're saying some people believe they can sneak into the United States and avoid being caught. This is not true. The Trump administration has strengthened border security, greatly increased the number of illegal aliens being arrested and deported. They're saying in February of 2025, the illegal border crossings dropped 94% compared to February 2024, while arrests or illegal border crossings inside the United States increased 627%. If you try to cross a US border by land or by sea or remain in the United States illegally, you will get caught, detained, sent back. You may be banned from ever returning or face fines and criminal charges in the US as well. Guys, I'm saying to you, don't mess around with these people's country. They're getting serious and more serious, and as the carbon people say, more dread each day. The US visa process is the most secure in the world, and they're saying that visa fraud have serious consequences. Yet some people unwisely still try to cheat the system by using fake documents, lying on applications, or staying after their visa expires. These are examples of visa fraud. What is it? A serious crime. Every visa applicant is responsible for providing factual information on their application during their interview and at the port of entry. If you break United States law, you will be punished and you will never be allowed to enter into the United States again. Guys, remember, I'm saying to you, there's no such thing as an honest mistake. Not with these people. There's no such thing as an honest mistake. And for those journeying from South America, they're saying the journey to the border is now dangerous. And if you're considering making the dangerous journey to illegally cross into the United States, under that your safety, even your life are at risk. Criminal groups, cartels, human traffickers target illegal migrants. I think we all know by that now. And the United States is now working with countries in the Western Hemisphere to stop such thing. Finally, they're saying to me, President Trump, United States government is taking action against those who help others enter the country illegally. This includes smugglers, human traffickers, even foreign government officials who allow illegal immigration to a country. Recently, Marco Rubio announced a new visa restriction policy for foreign officials, including immigration, customs, port authority staff who fail to help to stop illegal immigration. This builds on similar existing restrictions for those in transportation and tourism industry who threaten United States security by facilitating illegal immigration are not welcome in the country. Let me tell you something, right? Yeah, there are some people in some countries who do help people to get into the United States illegally. I'm talking about high government officials. They're gonna find themselves in a pickle very soon. Listen to this. When Marco Rubio comes tomorrow to the Caribbean, he's not coming to listen to anybody. I told that before. He's coming to dictate to you what you should be doing. The choice is clear, they said. Follow the law. The risk of trying to illegally immigrate to the United States far outweigh any potential benefits. You could lose your life, become a victim of criminals, or end up with a record that damages your future and your family's future. If you know someone who is in the United States illegally, the best thing you can do for them is to encourage them to leave now before they are caught. For everyone, the message is simple. Make the right choice. Follow the law and do not risk your safety, your family, or your future. This is something that was sent to me from the United States Embassy in Barbados. There is no honest mistake with the United States government at this time. You don't follow the law, you get caught, you're coming back home. That's it. Plain and straight. There's nothing else to it. You could get a permanent ban. If you're in the United States and you enter illegally, you can receive a permanent ban from ever getting a visa again. I know a lot of people right now do not care. They simply don't give a crap if they get to the United States ever again because to them, it's really nothing anymore. A lot of people are saying that. That's how they're speaking it in the Caribbean. But I'm saying to you, there are some of you who will want to return there. Some of you may have family who live there. Some of you may have a medical issue you want to go there with. If you're planning for any such thing in the future, I'm talking about a vacation. Please, guys, do it the correct way. I'm not telling you to bow to anybody, but do it the correct way because you can end up in jail in the United States. It's not just banning the visa or deporting you now. You can actually end up in jail in the United States. Follow these people law. They're not joking.